Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the first chapter from your book, The First Flight. The title of the chapter is A Letter to God by G.L. Finches. Before I start with the chapter or discuss the summary of the chapter, I would like to ask you one question. Did you ever write a letter to anyone? Or how many of you have seen the inland letter which were used to write letters to some relatives, some friends earlier? Because nowadays is the time of you can say media, time of mobile phones, networks. So we just dial the number and talk to the person. We never try to write a letter to someone, but it has its own craze. When we write a letter, it's not only the envelope. Letter is not only the envelope that carries the message. No, it is the carrier of feelings, emotions. When we used to write a letter to someone, the one also waited with the same excitement. The letter is coming. We wait for reply. Emotions were attached with that. When you are away from your parents, your friend, your relative, you write a letter to express yourself, your feelings. Can you imagine? There is a person who writes a letter to God. Why? And our relatives, our friends, they used to respond. They used to write back to us to answer our queries, our feelings. But do you think the God answered the letter? In what way? The chapter has a very beautiful message, very beautiful theme that I will discuss with you later on. But before that, I will start the chapter in a general way. So the story is of a hardworking farmer, Lencho. He is expecting a good harvest since he is a farmer. I told you this year, if it rains, the rain does come. Obviously, every year the rain comes. The rain does come, bringing a brief happiness. Why the happiness was brief? However, a hailstorm follows the rain. That was the reason. When the crop was ready, there was a hailstorm, follows the rain, destroying all his crops. Being deeply hurt, he looks toward God. Who would help the man now except God? Having an unshaken faith in God. Actually, what happens when we are in trouble? First of all, our faith shakes. We start believing why God is doing with me all this, why it's all happening with me only. But he has unshaken faith in God. He writes a letter to him demanding 100 pesos. Pesos is a kind of currency. He needs the money. This amount is sufficient, is enough to sow his crop again. Doesn't matter. He has faith in God. Okay, if it happened because of you, send me this much money. I'll again get the seeds, sow them in the soil, and I'll get the crop again. He posts it. Not only writes the letter, but he posts the letter also. The postman has a hearty laugh because everybody was aware how the God can receive this letter and how God will answer this call of this simple farmer. They all laughed when he reads it and shows it to the postmaster. The postmaster, being a generous man, he was a very kind person, decides to help Lencho because he doesn't want that the one who has such a firm faith in God, his faith should shake. No. Rather, the faith should be firmed more. Now, he gives a part of his salary and collects money from the employees, convince the others that you should donate for this general cause. He sends 70 pesos. How much he demanded? He demanded 100. But the postman was able to arrange only 70 pesos and he sent out 70 pesos to Lencho. Lencho's happiness was momentary when he counts the money. He was happy that God has answered his call, God has helped him. But when he opened the envelope and got only 70 pesos, he was a bit hurt because he knows God can't deceive me. That means if I demanded 100, then God must have sent 100. It is the work of the post office employees. Just see the irony. The people, those who helped him, those who want to help him, they have been blamed as the cheater. He writes another letter to God. He is a so simple man. What he says, asking him not to send the remaining 30 pesos by mail at post office employees are such a bunch of crooks. They are the cheater. Don't send me the another installment of the money through post office. So the lesson shows three things. This is a message we can say. It shows number one, the firm faith in God. A simple man's firm faith in God. His faith is rewarded, though the helpers are human beings. God never comes himself. How God will come downstairs? Who has seen the God? He creates a way, a path for sending his help. Secondly, it shows the utter innocence of the farmer Lencho. He doesn't know that he can't send a letter to God. No address is there. And thirdly, the lesson gives a message that sometimes even your generosity is not recognized, as the simple-hearted Lencho thought that the people of the post office, they have kept the money, because God can't cheat anybody. God will definitely fulfill the desire asked by the human being. It is the work of the post office employees. They were generous, no doubt. They wanted to help the man in his need, but they were blamed. Their generosity was not recognized. You may not get any credit for your generosity and kindness sometime, but on the other hand, you may be misunderstood as a bunch of crooks. But still, we should keep on doing the generosity, because good works always pay. So this is the gist, you can say, of the chapter. Next video I'm sending you, I'm just discussing the summary, what has happened in the story.